Okay, chat. We got Wolves on defense. We got Heretics on attack. We got a Frenzy. The rare Frenzy. The 4-person push over towards middle, though. This comp is really good for it. Right, you got 2 people that can TP out if need be.
Storming out of mid doors. It's a quick check over towards shop. Sees nothing.
Okay, just a full retake of A. They still got the wall to deal with.
Forward here from Minibu gets himself situated on the site. Spike still needed to be brought forward. The wall holding them back for the moment. Lysor here backside dodging that concuss. Does get spotted out. Riens collects it through the smoke. Finds a kill. Smoke is dropping. Juicy able to find one. Trades it back.
Fade-Eye. Dude, that Fade-Eye absolutely wrecked them. Dude, that Fade-Eye. It scanned everyone. Where did it even land?
Tall. The pistol is theirs.
Tremendous util here.
Godly Eye is incredible. Fade-Eye.
Really nice ability to get that haunt down. That really broke things open for the Wolves. That fade util so powerful in his hands. The IGL does such a good job.
Oh, nice replay.
Not just with his util, but with his shooting as well.
The most important bit of util. We got the replay of it.
I was really impressed about with him. I mean, obviously, you and I got to cast him all the way back at Ascension when he was on Bleed. An incredibly talented player. We know how good he is. But this is his first time at the
Insta giving it as well. Full eco on this one.
It's
It's bright. Thank you so much for the prime as well, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Recon over towards long with the smoke block. Goes behind here, so you kind of have to be beyond this point to shoot it. So clears the main 2 areas. It's nicely done from Heretics. They managed to get an orb. And they got this one here as well, so they can try and get an ult early.
Just holding things down over by mid doors. Looks like once again Heretics going to poke and prod a little bit. They get the orb take over on towards Minibu to try to get the dimensional drift online as quickly as possible. But in the end, this is likely going to be 4-player push in through A main. Just try to death ball and overwhelm anyone who would be waiting for them on the side.
And you got a little bit extra Vice utility there to back up the
Pansy, what do you mean?
If this execute does come through this direction.
I thought it was a singular drink.
Tricky. You know, the Oru can get past it a bit, and you have a Jet as well. So you do have some options to bypass some of the stall, some of the delay that this double Sentinel Wolves comp brings at you. Along with that Astra, of course.
Looking for the flick attempt there, unable to find it. Just going to be a little bit of info gained. You see the Astra cutting across from shops. That should tell you that the A side is about to get hit, especially as the Prowler.
Prowler clears over towards B, can get that early rotate. Can go 3-1. Watch for the luck over towards middle. It's going to be hard for them to get the plant.
So Wolves in position to try to go for
yes, they're going to try to take back the site.
Come away with one. Juicy going to be taken down. Second shot there from YU, able to connect. Wants to push forward, denied. The plant cannot do
that. Fair play. They still got the plant.
Pick up a 3K.
Okay, lost one gun. I'm not armor rebuying, got the regen. Still very nice though for Wolves.
Really solid here.
Dreebus, thank you so much for the prime, dude. Appreciate the whole year. Thank you for that.
The game plan was good. You had a lot of stall at the front of the A site. You're able to get just about every flank position possible here. And you've got Dugout, you've got Secret, you've got Flowers. You have a great position to just flood in there, knock them out of the round. And the quietest pop
yeah,
I've
that
ever
is.
seen.
It's the chillest stand-up I've ever seen. No pointing, no nothing, just standing up, just stretching the legs.
Talk with Fade a little bit today before the match.
Just looking.
You know, asked him how he felt. They were super confident coming in.
Noise a dog makes. Thank you so much for the prime, bro. Appreciate the 16 months.
Has experience on the big stage. We need him to step up more.
Need that back.
Bucky.
Need that back.
Only fair. Bucky
Guardian Outlaw.
Holding close over at A. And Juicy hits the
Wait, this is cool. Aggro wall and you play behind.
Obliterate Boo.
You get such early info. Wait, this is awesome. Why have I never seen this wall before?
Spring pushes forward into the smoke. Does get flushed out eventually as Riens with the spray will be able to get.
This is really nice. They can heavy lean over towards A. They get so much early info. And after they kill the person that went close, like, well, and the other way around, but once you kind of like see him take the TP or whatever. Ooh, wait, that's nice though. It gets anyone that's beyond this point, you'd have to spam it. Wait, Wolves have got some nice stuff, chat. These Fade Eyes are great.
Thinking about this flank, but now has his eyes turned back into the side
like a Fade Eye that's just purely for the plant.
Doesn't hit the shot, but now they consistently have to have heads on swivels. Lysor on the quick peek, finishes off with Juicy, gets Benji Fishy. And Wolves are about to get themselves a bonus conversion. Riens needing to pull off a miracle. 9 remaining here in the magazine.
Poor guy, man. Poor guy's gonna do a lot. Okay, they get the bonus, and they're one away from the ult. And just overall setup here was awesome. Got this kill, TP'd away, early information over towards B. They didn't really clear it, didn't do anything, so they could stack 3 over towards the site. That was sick. This little
absolutely. Let's go! Was a hero.
This little fade eye on the window was sick.
Believe it or not, he's second in ADR right now in the tournament.
Gives me a
Spring only behind Texture.
It's pretty insane considering coming out the pause.
You would never hear this as well, right, chat? Yeah, you would never hear this. Dude, this was awesome.
Stinger here. Heretics looking to try to change up the pace a bit.
Obviously, if you know it's there, it's easy. But when you don't know it's there and it's the first time playing up against it, it's a nightmare.
He's just so clean.
Bit of a change up from Heretics trying to take space early. This is still a win for them, right? They go over towards B and they're like, oh, okay, now I kind of know why they've had numbers over towards A. They've had this early wall over towards B, so they do get a small win on the eco here.
Wall does get popped by Rienz.
AJL, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the prime. Thank you for the 3 months, dude.
They feel the pressure. They've only got 2 in position. They don't really have
someone give me some cope. Struggling. There's 2 more maps. Touch your cope. You got Lotus in the sim.
We're gonna find out here real soon.
Mysore obviously here, hearing that. Let's get pinged out.
And they might win the eco.
Miniboo with a very nice headshot. Brings it now into a 4v4. Spike getting planted. Safe spot here for Boo. No punish to come through. Still 2 players from Wolves needing to rotate all the way across the map. And now Miniboo has a Phantom in hand, as well as the Dimensional Drift. Is he committed? That's the question. Maybe with 1 more kill, he'd certainly feel a bit more inclined to do so. Oh, fishy though. Yeah, right through the corner. There and
down to Miniboo.
Taken down low and okay. Push coming through. That's going to be the transfer connecting. Rienz with another headshot though. Now finds himself in a 1v2 situation, trying to clutch us out.
Have a gun?
Weapon recovered.
Ah, it's unlucky.
The Nebula, however, dissipating. Gets the spot out. Finds the kill.
Whoa!
But why with the headshot?
Damn! What an absolute
Keeps them
shot.
off the board.
Similar scenes for the Wolves to what we saw against
it's really good
Sentinels,
damage for Heretics. They actually get a lot from this.
Time it's on the defender
right,
side.
they do damage with the econ and they found that wall over towards B.
Here on Pearl, they look so in control. As you would maybe kind of expect with the comp that they're running, but they're still doing
the actual
a
cope
great
Pansy is
job
this comp's not that good on attack.
Really patient, coming from a lot of different angles.
It's always that other side of the coin though, because for Heretics, they have that Jet Yor, they have that double duelist. And the impact hasn't really been coming through. Overall, a decent round there from Miniboo.
As in this comp. They kind of need to get A anyway.
This is not going to be good enough.
Now you've got this ultimate to deal with.
Okay, instead of the wall being here, so the wall that they go to default, they now have the default, try break the wall, and there's a chamber here. This is why these 2 kind of combo a little bit together. Chamber's so dead.
Dances around
Oh my god.
Back the opposite side. Does manage to stay safe. Miniboo now. Swing towards upper, exits the Dimensional Drift. It's going to be looking for a punish. Spring on the peek out. Able to find Woot. He goes back through.
Ah, it's unlucky. Imagine he hit that shot.
Value to be found there from the tour de force, and Spring's flushed out. We're still tuning around, gets himself
yeah, when in doubt on power, spam B hits.
2v4. Boot once again gets the spike.
It's pretty much about damage here for Wolves.
Be tough to go for this one. The haunt and the seize.
Last player standing.
Oh, looks like there's gonna be no damage.
Now it may just be a save.
That basically makes it impossible.
Reyes find a kill.
He's got plenty of money. He knows that
he's having a rough tournament.
For some damage.
He really is.
The worst idea here for him. Let's see if he can actually get anything as Shock Dart does connect.
Catch them.
Looks like in the end, we'll just be a quick little repivot back over to the top. Spot out, but kill cannot be found.
We've seen a lot of goats retire recently. Might be time to add one more in there for Prius, to be honest.
Surviving. Team Heretics, that's the round win they've been looking for.
Hang the mouse up.
This is just a
hang the keyboard
really
up.
good aggressive round. You know, the Anastatic has been talking about the way that this team likes
Maybe
to
there's a new game, yeah. Maybe
this is a round where they just
accepting
punish
back.
the solo chamber. No real good opportunities for that tour de force to do its thing. YU gets shut out of that round pretty nicely, using that Hunter's Fury as well to really clear open the site.
Low? I mean, it's a loosely used.
That's a really solid round there for Team Heretics to pick up. See if they can double down. There's going to be the operator, though, for YU. Do have a Dimensional Drift and a Cosmic Divide of their own. Quick dash forward.
Recon dash.
Spot there.
Sure, but they use the dash. Let's start looking at the money of this because 2 in a row. or at least like damage to one in a row.
Drift. Juicy has his online.
One in a row
there for Wolves.
to one round. So we got 5 people that can't buy next. We got 1 person that can't buy next.
Isolate YU again and try to punish him. Worked in the previous round. He looked a little
I do
shaky
like the
with
Wolves. The Wolves are changing this up, right? We had the wall over towards here, got discovered. Next round, you put the chamber over towards here to try fight the wall if they're going to go default for it. And then after they've done that, once you've shown the chamber there, you go back to the original. And it is just giving them early info again. Right, keeps 3 strong over towards A at the moment. Info.
Out the 2 players. The others getting ready to strike in. Now advancing forward through hard. Juicy be exiting that, trying to make them constantly
Astra ult goes in purely for the plant. Does give him a little bit of space here though.
Looking just for
it's my fade I like.
Gets ready to come through. Otherwise, it's just going to be providing audio here for the team and move up and over the top. Ends up getting taken down.
It was so scary with that spam pause.
Out alive as the spike does get planted.
Yeah, there's going to be an important duel between the chamber and the Cypher in a sec. Ooh, nicely done from Benji. The 2v4 at its peak, but I feel like Benji should be okay.
Getting the reveal, Benji Fishy holding his own. Ducks back behind the enemy Cosmic Divide, using it against them. Pushes forward now into the 1v1, but time ticking away, dwindling down. Looking to try to close this one. Boo, reading it perfectly that he's not sticking this at all. Backs away, now knows that he has to commit to it.
Buff on this one.
And he will strike, takes the second tap. Gets the kill all the same.
Okay, nicely played from Boo. Force him down to an eco as well, really important. Benji did great here. Yellow for Benji. No, they had no sound info, right? You had to go for it. Benji actually won the round.
Really annoying to deal with. Tried to spam.
Ooh, that's
on towards the spike there as well. But then
ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Did he fully reload that early?
Just kind of flood past that Cosmic Divide and do some real damage real fast to the players of Wolves. Catches them out in the open just a little bit.
Guys, we're getting into the game. I like that we're fighting. I like that we're going forward, okay? Let's keep that up.
Absolutely.
Maintain that aggression.
So it's also a big win for them, right? They actually managed to force over towards the site with multiple people stacking. Was the Astral though, so hard to repeat, but the Rico, so it doesn't really matter.
Pixel angle, Boo. Looking very clean. Fat Baby going to be taken down.
And now, just a bit of a fallback to wait this out a little bit. I mean, I think they're waiting for their moments to accelerate. Got both of the duelists together, and that's a nice shot for Miniboo.
A bit of an off angle. Up on top of that little ridge, not something that you typically see players do. You see now having to manually move over to try to re-clear this B site. Push not coming in though. Heretics looking to just be a bit flowy with this round.
Chill on this.
Don't want to over-aggress, don't want to put themselves in bad positions to get punished.
Yeah, they're just really being diligent.
Spike drop.
Very concerned about an aggressive Wolves play. And you do see this from time to time from them, where they'll try to spread the map or just send some lurks.
Okay, it might be the
careful.
Might be Doom Bro's least favorite strat. The 4-1 with the 4 going heavy through the small choke.
Get the spot there.
Should be okay just because they're util, but
try to get the wall bank kill. Hasn't been able to do so, but flash out. Miniboo just storms the site, and that is quickly going to be the remaining players.
Yeah, he hates that with a passion.
Dealt with. YU.
Okay, throw the spike over, make sure they can get the Aura ult. It's been insanely clean this one. Insanely clean, not even a little bit of damage. So yeah, after that maybe see Wolves do a timeout because money's starting to get a little crazy.
This is really nice for them. Starting to find their groove, starting to make some
Dinosaurs are blue with the prime. Thank you for the 7 months, man. Thank you.
Starting to really come together. It's a tight angle there for Boo. No problem at all. Miniboo set up with the Nova Pulse. Able to follow up nicely. Spamming through the smoke. Knows somebody's probably back there.
Hello, mate.
Yeah.
What's up?
A good round for Heretics. Starting to get the win underneath their feet. Another op invested here.
What are you telling me off the sands?
Trying to get YU going on that chamber.
A bit of a reposition.
Okay, change of the wall over towards door. Info in the middle, so they can go heavier over towards the sides.
Right now from Heretics storming their way down through B. Dimensional Drift will go ahead and ensure that this is cleared out for them.
Yeah, everyone's sticking together. It still kind of looks nice. Miniboo's going to get info. Spots 1, 2.
In this position, just a flash, quick exit.
Ooh,
maintain control of this upper position. Tiny little licks of damage going to be taken here by Miniboo, but widely Heretics in firm control of the site. YU still checking around, lingering
really
to try
nice,
and see if there's a lurk, but just don't have the information.
Yeah, it's good. TP out, so they still feel like they have to use util to clear her or be scared of it. Fado, it's only 2. Oh, this Visol's deadly. Deadly, deadly. Oh, that kill snowballed. Oh, they couldn't break the Fade because the gun jammed. Oh, that one kill actually just snowballed into absolute nightmare.
Looks like we're down to 55, and this retake from Wolves is looking damn clean. Re-swing out, nothing that Boo can do. Full 5
Yeah, that was rough, man.
Wolves will keep Heretics.
Dude, what a reply, though. 1 armor rebuy, maybe 2.
That's a brutal round to fall for Heretics. Great stuff again from Wolves. Retake
the Visol, dude, that's probably the most impactful Visol we've seen for a while.
Pretty nicely on them. But I thought
gets the kill, gets Visol, it just snowballed out of control from that 1 kill.
Because you got the Nightfall and you got
like that 1 kill is everything for the whole round.
And they just kind of try to play it up close, and they chew through some of those ults, and that really opens things up for the Wolves.
This is my new favorite thing.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Just the silent, calm stand-up.
Yeah. Just letting them know that.
Killer Kayak, thanks so much for the prime, bro. Appreciate the 4 months.
We're punching right back. Similar scenes here, trying to cut off the same main access.
Same thing for Wolves, right? Info, heavier fight on the sides.
Okay.
They still got the chamber here, though. So they might not.
Trading some rounds out here.
Oh, that was
close. Why you
close.
trying to go for the blind shot? It's going wide, but Juicy dead. That is a critical target found here for Heretics.
There's no full
They've
committal
got the
to this
2-person
push.
stack. They got the early info in terms of the flash over towards B if they need to get info.
Heretics
And
looking
this
for
is a
reaction.
lunatic play from the Vice at middle here.
Things that concern me a little bit with
Don't know what
Wolves
the
against
comms are
Sentinels,
like
but
in
Sentinels
terms of
doing
the
a
camera
great
being here,
job
but
fading out their util
okay,
when
he didn't
Wolves are on
change
the
too much. He just
defensive
faced
side.
here. Okay,
Really
that's
giving
good.
themselves
Creates
advantages
pressure,
in
maybe
that
force them into
department.
this one.
So
You might not
definitely
think the
need to
walls
see the
here
Wolves
after that as well.
maintain their discipline.
Keep an eye on the Fade Eye. I feel like the
This one
Fade
goes
Eye's been
along.
wrecking them so
Yeah,
much.
It's a little bit of info.
That is the
Boom,
bit of
very
util.
close to another Cosmic Divide, and they're going to stack up for another A hit.
Nebulous popped. YU play out in front of this one here at Art, but it's getting fully flashed up. Has to make a quick
Ooh, okay, they
exit
dealt with it.
with the rendezvous.
30 seconds
He's
left.
just here on the opposite side. He can hear their movements, hear their footsteps, but doesn't know when's going to be safe to try to go for the strike. Would just get taken down there mid-air.
Too many
YU tries
targets.
to go out with the headhunter in hand, but just get taken down. 2v4 now. As Wolves try to stretch this lead a little bit further than before, though, and Miniboo already lingering within the smoke. Finds the punish, and Lysor might just have to go for the save. Looks like that is going to
Yeah,
be
when
the
did
call.
this get added?
Takes a quick peek over in towards
This is a today thing, right?
Miniboo looking strong,
Nice, though.
looking deadly. Gets himself a 4K as Heretics once again just 1 round away from tying things up.
Just that early kill there onto Juicy. Makes things that much more difficult for the Wolves.
Schaefer,
And Miniboo
thanks so much for the
having a
23
whale
months,
of a
man.
round.
Thank you for
4
that.
kills for him on the Yoru. And that's really good discipline there from Team Heretics. Not overextending, not pushing past where their comfort would be. You know, anticipating that the Wolves are going to be pretty close quarters. You're not going to fall into that shorty. You're not going to give them any opportunities.
So they're working on
to
things. Yeah, that's cool.
reestablish that retake. Just holding the line. Really, really nice stuff. And Wolves, I think, need to calm down a little bit. YU looks a little shaky on the chamber. Doesn't seem to be quite in control of some of those snipers, and the headhunter as well, looking a little bit off. So probably a good time here for Fade to get in there and try to mentally recover the team a bit.
I'd say overall, the patience here from the coaching staff of Heretics ends up paying off.
Zero
They
Santi
don't
with the
opt
2-1.
to
Thank you so
go
much for the
for a
14
timeout
months.
After that 0-4 start. Now,
The chamber,
they're one
yeah, the
away
chamber
from
hasn't.
tying things up here
The only
on
thing that the
Pearl.
chamber's really providing at
Wolves
the
who have to
moment
pull the
is just
trigger
like
on
the
this.
trip
Yeah,
info.
I like that a lot from the
It's been
Heretics
getting
coaching
pushed
staff,
off of
because
angles
this
all the
is a
time.
team that has way more
Detail's been good, though,
experience
from
on the
Heretics.
global stages than their opponents. So you can rely on Miniboo to be that guy, to be the one to get the troops back under control, so you don't have to burn that precious time out to do it.
Yeah.
So really, really
Everyone
showing
can't
some
buy
faith
next.
in their team, showing some trust.
Heretics, a lot of money.
And it is paying
1
off.
away from an Astra,
Heretics are
so
back within
a
1
main
round again.
probably a lot of talk of this.
We'll see what they want to do coming
Big
out of
change
this.
up from
Who
Wolves.
has a Blade
Wall
Storm,
committed
but
over towards A with.
not necessarily
Bombs.
something you're going to pull out on rifle rounds unless things get a little bit wild.
How many
See?
do Heretics
Unless
need?
they have
I
some
don't
kind of
think they
trickery
would.
up their
Only think they
sleeves.
need 1 more, to be honest. This is surprisingly good on defense.
Might be good for the entries when he's trying to clear out dugout.
Yeah,
Having the blades online.
definitely usable. Look at all this Vice util. Shift in direction here for Lysor.
I mean, then relying on him to basically be able to hold this down. Given the tendencies for Heretics to try to poke and prod around this A side, at least in the early stages of the rounds.
Well, and it's a shift back to what worked on the bonus for Wolves, and that's Juicy
Okay, so
pushing up
Heretics.
long B, holding down
Pressure over towards
that
A main.
angle.
Insta-group back over
Nobody
towards
has made any
B.
contact with him, so he's falling back. This is kind of
And
making
you gotta
Wolves
look at this
lean
comp, and it's
more
not the
towards
easiest
A
to
side.
actually
Set
clear the
up
info.
on
Gotta have the
conventional
fade here. The
or
fade's
rather
miles
the
away.
gate
Fade is
crash here.
rotating on this one. They still get early
It's gonna end up
info,
taking him a hell of a lot
and then they
further
kind of
away
got
than he
someone
might
at the back as
like,
well hidden
given
in.
that
So
we look to see Heretics committing onto this site.
Astra's in a good pause, to be honest, to get a lot.
Okay, just pop Spring though. Wow. Pre-firing, able to find Woot. Gets the elimination there. Benchy Fishy similarly going to be taken down. Juicy holding back Pillar. Now can
Really
make
nice.
his exit. Woot does manage to find one as Spring will fall. So Fat Baby able to go ahead and tuck back into Hall.
30 seconds
Self-protected. Sriens and Boo now. But to try to clutch this out. And there's the first step. But it's all down to Boo. Spike in hand, but position noted. Knows that he is going to be surrounded. Dodges the C's. Gets away from that, but as he pushes back
Yeah, this
forward,
was nicely handled from Wolves. Like their setup.
Demise. Wolves. Timeout works a
Astra
treat.
got maybe a little
to
bit
6.
lucky
Yeah,
with the
this is really
spam
into the Wolves'
through,
wheelhouse here.
and then that just meant
Finding
that they
these
didn't
one
think
and
that
dones,
someone was
finding
close, and
these
they were just
picks.
holding far back.
Something they're really, really talented at.
Right,
There's
fake.
no
Oh, it's
doubt in my
Cajun
mind
spam.
about the individual skill on this Wolves team. They are extremely fearsome. To get YU going there with the kill.
One enemy remaining.
Juicy. So good all the time. See you fat. Tremendous outings for them against Sentinels. Some huge clutch plays. And IGLing to boot, but Spring going to be their top fragger once
Wait, what
again.
happened
as
to?
Juicy trying to push this angle. He's got a little bit of help. Clears
Just
the drone.
just the 8 bullets.
YU just only has a headhunter and a shorty at the moment.
Okay, same hold over towards B. A little
By
bit
the way,
fast Heretics. They got an Astro ult. If
plenty
they
of
get a plant on the
presence
server, the orb
noted
here,
here.
they, yeah, managed to get ult.
As
Astro
Stray now
into
gonna be
ult.
online with that orb take. Cosmic Divide available. and
Oh,
that's gonna be
close
committed
Astro ult.
immediately.
Gives them a little bit of
That's
space.
Spring
Keep an eye on the
here,
Yori.
playing forward.
Yeah.
In front of this one to try to find some kills, and kills he shall find.
Ah,
Rams
damn,
one.
bro.
Benchy
That was
Fishy.
nice. They
Oh,
handled
just
this well. I will say this about
absolutely
Wolves. They are a unit. Like, as
As
soon as
Wolves
someone
lose
says to
one,
fight, like, I'm seeing
guarantee a
4
lead at
3
the
people
half.
fight together. It's pretty nice.
Spring is so
Yeah,
smart.
I thought they were gonna. I thought they were gonna do deeper Astra ult, and then just Sova ult in front of it. The lines are pretty good. Like the only place they can be is like close
Now
elbow.
he finds 3 big ones.
But they kind of gave him a lot of space there.
Incredible.
I've got a big issue with this Astra ult, to be honest.
Their own Cosmic Divide available here for Spring, as well as a Dimensional Drift for Juicy. Who's got one thematically opposite side. That Hunter's Fury still available, and yet there is plenty to be happy about.
Oh, that's sick.
Shoot that
Recon
baby.
towards the back, you
Sleeping
go
the
to
wheel a
shoot
little
it
bit.
here,
Will
and
finally
you're out in the
pulls the trigger
open.
on
That's
this
cool.
Blade Storm.
And you probably think that it's some kind of
Very
like
good
fast
results.
That's
Sova
what I was
ult play.
looking for. A little bit of trickery there, and up and over. Find that first kill. That's a huge one. Taking the fade out of the equation. It makes retakes way more difficult for the Wolves.
Gotta be more creative now. They only have one updraft. You can't go for the Meteor Classic.
Yeah, you can TP over this if you want.
Hunter's
Oh,
Fury. Gonna be able to find a tag, Light Sword.
oh, good little dodge on this one.
Shots there.
They do have
Stay alive.
Astra ult for the fast retake. Oh, okay. Astra ult early use, so they kind of isolate one over towards site. Big jewel on art here.
Flashing himself.
There's a lot going on at the same time.
Trying to enter in towards Art. Just stomping around. Dead. The spray out from Spring finds him. Why you
Ah,
falls,
dude,
but
again, the
doesn't
double
matter.
swing back of
Suddenly
sight.
just
Dude,
Benchy
Spring
left.
is great, man.
Spike
And they know that he was over
dropped
towards
near
art
the
because he
entrance to
shot
A
the
site, and he only has a stinger.
clone, I think.
They're going to be able to suss this out pretty quick. Juicy just cleared Art.
Desk was talking about 4v5 conversions earlier on.
30 seconds
Well,
left.
this is going to be a hell of one for Wolves to find. To get themselves 8.
Yeah, nicely done. 6
at
rounds
the
from
half.
Spring, back to back.
Another multi-frag
4.
round
4
here
is
from
doable
Spring.
against this comp, but
This is looking
Might have to
really
get a
good
bit
for
of
the Wolves.
a-
A lot of good coordinations, good adjustments,
to
and
get a bit of
Spring
a
is
pistol
popping
down.
again.
Out in the lead, we're
broke
able
the
to
chamber
find
trip.
the
Oh,
opening
okay, yeah.
pistol.
He
We'll see
definitely
if
did
they
something
can
because I knew he was there when I was
Heretics
watching the minimap.
continue to try to run this back, make this a bit more contentious.
Yeah, that's a cool little play, though.
After halftime.
Again, 3-person swinging together as your mate goes through the smoke.
Enemy
Early Astra ult. Most people would just wait and let him plant. Bro, the Spring 17-7. Did you see? Chat, I got mute this. I keep getting copyright striked. Have you seen the KD in the UI? Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Mesos 67 with the prime. Thank you for the 16 months, mate. Appreciate you doing that. Thank you, thank you. Spring? Nah, Spring's good. But also, if you look at like every duel that Spring's taking, like there's always someone to distract for him or swing after him. Why do you think Heretics float, pal? They banned Split last time as well. They might have just gone into this tournament with a perma ban of Split. Nanahachi 78 as well with the prime. Thank you for doing that also, mate. Nitsworth as well. Thanks so much for the tier 1, man. Appreciate that also, dude. Wolves' split looked okay. Yeah, it looked pretty good against Sentinels. If anything, they probably should have won that map. Still, this is very doable, by the way. The comp that Wolves is using isn't great on attack.
Yeah, let's take a look at the Coinbase Econ report.
But it's
One
like
number that sticks out.
the Chinese team that
Spring
probably the most used to playing attack op.
Right now.
That's pretty much what the James is going to be done.
Was a consistent force. So many multi-kill rounds there. So stalwart on that defense as the Astro. Whether he be on the B or the A side, he was finding his moments. Just unbelievably talented player for the Wolves.
It's 17-7-3 at the moment. As far as the KDA is concerned, I mean, he's got YU and Juicy both covered as far as kills are concerned. The impact is being seen. It was
EU 0 team region, maybe well. Fnatic only. This is a rough event. EU got... EU were meant to lose this event, to be honest with you. You had new meta, you have to change up everything on every map, and they got 2 to 3 weeks less than every other team. Like, they were meant to lose this tournament. Only Fnatic that really have like enough time to be able to come up with good stuff.
As they swap over onto the defending side.
No doubt about it. Now you're really looking for Juicy to
accelerate. He hasn't won anything since 2023. Hey, I got no excuse for the other ones. This one's valid. All of the other tourneys since 2023, yeah, there's no excuse. But this one is very valid.
Right outside of Art with one of the trips, the camera right at doors, and a little bit of a push out from Boot. He is checking out towards A, but that's where the trademark is there for YU, so that doesn't seem to be the angle that Wolves are considering for their attack. They're lining up for a B hit all the way.
Prowler heard.
1-0 on the pistols, and Wolves on this one. Dude, they've been given a lot of space.
Drift.
Changing thoughts.
Away.
Yeah, no contact there. Maybe feeling like it might be a
if
trap.
you lose, yeah. Calvin, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate the 11 months.
They still haven't. They're trying to figure out
the VOD viewer, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, they still get a good amount of info. One comes over. Recon to try to get a kill through it. Yeah, this is good awareness from him. As soon as that recon comes in, he's like, well, they're not going to be reconning for info. They know that they want to try to get a kill off of it. And they're baiting very well from Minibu at the moment. Yeah, this is nice. Ooh, Spike?
Gonna be found. Now it's just Juicy Lysor. 130 health between the two of them. The plant now coming through. Moved down to 22. Any damage from the Ghost basically will be able to find an elimination there, but
good play from him.
Who's going to be the first target?
Damn, bro. 3 on the pistol already. Goes back for the double swing of his teammate. Ah, dude. What is that? Oh. 22 HP. The fake TP.
No HP to speak of. As he looks to the
oh my, bro. That's mad impact. He wins with a pistol. Dude, that second kill as well. That was kind of everything.
I said I wanted to see Juicy accelerate here on the attack
double
side,
pistol.
And that is as good as it gets.
Little victory sip.
Stellar stuff from the duelist.
Deserved victory sip.
Does it with 60 health.
That is just nasty. The long range win. This one right here. The heartbreaker.
5 HP, man. It's close.
Whips on the jet to kill Benji Fishy. And then gets the closer. That is devastating.
Damn, what a nice round that is. Force him
Minibu.
down to an eco.
Trying to hold down that B site slow.
Julius, thank you so much for the tier 1, bro. Appreciate the 2 months. Thank you, thank you.
Position where he could potentially find some value with that sniper.
This
is a classic Heretics. They always do this.
I mean, this is something
they
you
always
have to
give
suspect
Minibu
with
a
Wolves.
motion.
Outlaw. You know, whether it's a very popular gun.
It's just a double push up here. They haven't confirmed or heard this Marshall at all. Minibu makes
with the death, he gets Yoro ult, but
great headshot. That's the Vandal on the floor. Spring in position to potentially recover it. Let's have it in hand now.
Damn. It's a crazy good shot. This is something that Heretics like to do. Buy up a little bit on these ecos. Marshall, Sheriff.
Right there.
Gun here.
Just peek out. Not sure if Spring had been spotted, but other players
playing the Sylvan spot.
Not being noted here. You still have 4 from Heretics.
Wants to stop the push out. Smoke, smoke.
A lot of pressure on Minibu. Try to find a bit more value here. Has to clear the Prowler. Know his spot, and that's going to be Spring.
That would as well.
4v4.
Woot has a Sheriff, so he can just try and duel out a little bit.
Their advantage whatsoever, unless Woot can come up with some absolutely
unlucky
insane shots with that Sheriff. YU.
Oh, dude, you're in a rough spot, mate.
Pressure getting ready to fly through. And yeah, you're TPing right where you were standing already. Rian's not going to fall for that old trick. Collects the kill. Outlaw not going to be the greatest weapon to try to get the retake going.
Hold up.
Overwhelm. Overwhelm they have.
Last player
It's
standing.
It's back-to-back shots to the skull. Lives are down to 10.
Damn, bro. How have they won that one? Bit of a misstep. Yukos is probably going to get out of there, to be honest with you. Or at least commit to one of the duels.
Unbelievable.
Oh boy, they pick up 2 guns on this one as well. They're back in this. They is super doable with that round.
And Woot, player who we got to see a lot on the duelist role back at Master Shanghai.
Sheriff.
Jet on this match, the one time
Sheriff and a Marshall.
He comes up huge with the Sheriffs. Sometimes you might question a little bit these investments that Team Heretics likes to put in their eco rounds. Can be a little bit costly if they can't convert, but this one right here.
Yeah, they might live to regret that one because, again, this comp on attack can get a little bit rough.
It's a round like that, especially off the back of an ace from Juicy. YU hearing the orb take, sees the trip set.
Sees the trip. Good amount of info on this one.
Any kind of punish here, though.
Who plays close to all of a judge?
Use that tripwire. It's going to have to be cleared.
Triple swing.
Hot flash on a timing there for Heretics. Didn't quite catch the Wolves, but right idea, wrong time.
Try to lock them in position there. It's straightforward, and YU unable to escape. He's dead far too quickly. It's Benji Fishy ready for these players to
come my.
Drifting out of that smoke, and
Dude, instantly onto his head with that second shot.
Shuts down this pushing every which way.
Juicy TP'd out of there and just trying to wait it out, see if anybody gets aggressive, and it could catch him with the right click. Interesting choice of classic there, Juicy.
I mean, ideal worlds. Minibu gets the kill. Or Woot, maybe. Well, it's a matter with
he's gonna have to die. He's trying to assess his options, figure out what the best play is going to be. Had he just immediately sprinted over towards the B site, would have at least been able to get the plant down, get money.
Could you imagine it?
Instead, it's just going to drift into art and not be ready for Benji Fishy.
Okay, very nice for Heretics as well. Armor rebuy, that's it.
Flawless is Team Heretics.
They're in a really good spot.
To run this one back.
Doesn't look like it, but they are.
Separating. Wolves still in a good position, but momentum is not on their side.
Now you're going to be able to afford an operator for Woot. Still going to be the judge for Woot. This one, a very important round for the Wolves to try to stop the bleeding here. Things have been going oh so well. You had gotten the second pistol. All of a sudden, script has been flipped. So Juicy with the ult of his own.
All about the Euro ult for this one. What's the plan with it?
Heretics trying to play aggressive on this angle.
Goes the TP halfway Euro ult. Okay, it's the classic.
Smoke to obscure. Minibu. Who's next? Try to slide forward.
Okay, he's gonna spot both.
Probably somewhere near.
Sees them both. Gives them all the information here about the site that they can possibly want. As the clones go flying, Juicy.
Damn, his team's miles away.
Drift. Both players now contained here into Halls. Flash is going to be exchanged.
Dude, this flash.
Looking to go ahead and get this second
God.
elimination.
Miniboo ate so many flashes. His POV here is going to be incredible. Yoru flash into Vice flash into Yoru flash. 3 within the space of 3 seconds, not even.
Juicy. Using that dimensional drift to great effect. Kind of understanding that Team Heretics were corralled in the back alley.
Everyone's money's going to be incredible.
And he just says, I'm going to pop out behind their cyber cage. They're going to have no idea I'm here. We're going to clear the site with one of our prowlers. The other prowler we're going to use to follow up after I get the first kill on a flash. Beautiful work.
We need the replay from his POV. I think we get it. Pretty sure.
Juicy. When you need a duelist player on the
faith in
attack side, he has
replay
answered
ops.
the call. He has been ridiculous.
There's encroachment on his positions coming through. Spring.
Is this a limb game? Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
solid idea about where a Jet with an operator would like to go, and well, he'll find out the hard way that he was correct. Ends up getting taken down. Up will be held. Boo similarly surviving. Money's going to be there, but
Well,
Heretics
especially
now
with a timeout.
throwing their first timeout of the match.
Be the longest replay
Already
ever.
an early timeout. We want to talk about ways that they can avoid some of the Yoru shenanigans there.
Yes.
Kind of just in a spot where you're just smothered by the flashes. I mean, yeah, Miniboo's just seeing stars.
That's messed up.
Against his opponents.
That is my favorite replay so far. That's great.
Off the back of his ultimate, and they're using tons of util to clear the site.
Okay, one on each of the
They
combine
pretty much know
expert.
that they can
Knives
isolate and lock down that
and
position with their util.
oh, Chamber's miles away, so it might take a hit. Well, they'll take a hit in terms of one person.
Like it might be just
A bit of a change up for Wolves. Going to force over towards A on this one. Heretics as well, just kind of doing something similar to what the Wolves comp's meant to do, right? Aggro over towards here with the Yoru, protect the grip.
TP behind the box.
Maybe
Prowler
they're baiting
cleared out
in.
by Rien, so the op shot hasn't sung out quite just yet.
Recon goes super deep. Where's that one from?
Scope in there.
Clears over towards B, can take the Yoru TP, but the Yoru TP's on B itself, so the rotate's really late.
Peeks down towards that B site through the connector. Comes away with the kill.
Dude, they can definitely go back with that kill over towards door.
Slam shut here in their faces.
Yeah, because
Wolves
they
are
might even
quickly
think that
going
the
to
Yoru
pivot
took the TP here as
Kill
well.
from YU is huge
There
because
was
it
a
opens
recon,
up this
so they
angle to
probably
be more
should be scared of
comfortable
B-main.
for this rotate. Now we can try to hold the line somewhere else, but the drone here,
Oh, I didn't
not
check.
sure if it saw him. He's going to reposition off the back of that. Try to just catch him off guard. I think they did see him. They pinged it out.
Probably not the
Oh
spot that
boy.
you would expect him to fall back into.
Okay, nicely
Boo
done
still
from
doesn't get
Boo
the
there.
check.
I was
Makes a
worried.
double
And they do
take,
the
but
close ult, so they give him a lot
away
of
with the kill, the
space.
same Cosmic Divide invested though, so they can
Think
simply keep the
Miniboo
plan
probably
down.
ults
Knives
this,
now
even
gonna be
though
popped from
they're going to be
Boo.
able to get a lot of
Get
space.
ready to go
The info's just
4v3
nice.
into the retake. Miniboo just here, opposite side of the wall. Dimensional drifts. Going to be coming through, gets body blocked. Actually wants to come out for a crucial moment, but the players are still going to be spotted all the same. It's all the info here for his teammates. Trying to send the flashes, drops out of this one, but he's just trying a wide swing. And Baby says absolutely not. Doesn't give him the opportunity.
from
Wood
Wood.
still
They know where they
go
both
ahead and
fire.
swing around the pillar. Find the shot. Spring
Okay.
flushed out through the smoke. So it all comes down to Lysor.
It's a sick round from Boo here.
Boo will swiftly dispatch. Timeout works for Heretics. The gap once again, 3
Yeah,
rounds.
again,
Beautiful
pet peeve with
util
the
usage here
Astro.
from the Heretics.
This Astro just has the
I think that
worst
identification
win percentage ever. It wasn't like a
onto
great
YU's
round.
Position over an art.
Talk about
Being
it,
at
but
least somewhat mentally prepared that he could be around that corner. Boo was checking it as he was swinging. YU, no chance. Nice attempt by Miniboo, but the flash never really connected.
One enemy remaining.
And then they're able to just kind of understand, hey, there's only 2 more. They're both in alley.
Nice, guys.
Just
Don't
lock
play.
that down.
Let's go.
3 rounds away.
okay, so one
from
person has
tying
to
up
take the hit. Maybe the Astro. It's a Sheriff or something.
And let's
Classic.
see if they can keep it going. Still have that off.
Surely someone give him something
That
here.
main.
One from a Nero, one from a Hunter's Fury. As
Close.
narrow margin to try to find that shot. Lysor actually trying to hold this angle. Boo just
He's top fragging, yeah, but he's the one that's going to be
goes
taking the
out,
Jaws
finds the
last.
kill.
Oh, that is
Gets
straight through
right down by
smoke.
Rienz.
Lovely
The
little
wheels are
double
coming
swing.
off
Heretics
now
can
as
get a lot of
Heretics.
confidence from this one.
They are
Force
finding
Wolves
their
down to an
groove.
eco as well.
There's nothing more to be done here. Sufat and Spring than to just try to lock a position down and hold on to these weapons.
You gotta save here. You gotta keep these guns into the next round. Like that Woot changes up his play round to round with the operator. Previously, he had just fallen right back after taking that opening shot. This time, he dips back through and catches Lysor off guard, takes that kill. That starts putting the pressure on the Wolves.
Chamber just playing the pocket Guardian here? Nah, I think what they did is so fine. Like,
they're a team that
majority of the time, the Astra's going to have a chance to pick up a gun here anyway. The Chamber's like trying to take Jaws off a reaction.
30 seconds
and
left.
if they can win those individual battles off that individual skill,
they should attack up. Yeah, honestly, I think every Chinese team should lean into attack up. I think it doesn't happen much in most regions, and when I watch teams, they really struggle against it. They don't struggle that much in China just because every team uses attack up. But every other region, when it comes out, you can just tell they're a little scared with what's going on. But it's just because it just doesn't happen much in the region.
One step at a time. 8 rounds now picked up for the side of Heretics. Wolves going to be scratching their heads as they find their economy down in the dumps.
They got a timeout still, right?
Starting to look really nice for Heretics.
Yeah, and they use it.
Had worked a treat for them, and now it's actually going to be a counter timeout. I was curious how much longer they were going to hold on to this, but the gap narrowed to 2. That seems to be the moment that Fade wants to get the ship back under control, lock down that.
You shouldn't see the ults into this round, but who knows? Heretics' money is great.
That seems to be, I think, where the Wolves want to try.
It's still an okay low buy.
Really trying to brute force their way through A main. Haven't been able to find much success in that direction.
Obviously, economy not in a great position, but 2 decent ultimates to try to
change up the pace a little bit.
They have the Nightfall as well as the Steel Garden available, so they have the position to clear out the site, take these guns out of the hands of Woot and Benji Fishy. There's a possibility here for Wolves.
Yeah, and they're trying to spread out a little bit. Trying to give up this space a little bit intentionally, and that's a good shot for Woot.
It is. Benji, of course, does have the shorty behind here, just ready to play off his own trip. Them going out, the rush coming through. Shabbat able to find it, but it's still going to be a good amount of damage. Delta
big shot here.
Gets recovered. Rienz gets taken down. Suddenly, sights open up. Woot's
they got to do something. They got to do something as a 3.
No
way.
Instantaneous with a headshot. That Sheriff coming up huge. Miniboot drops down, finds one, gets out. Now only has 30 HP.
I gotta see his POV, man.
Barring a miracle, my God,
dude, the shorty has to get more than that.
Miniboot, yeah, he's gonna back away. He doesn't want to try to go for this.
It's incredible Visor.
The Thrifty to come through with just the 2 carried over weapons.
Dude, every time he's in a Visor in this corner so far, it's got him around.
Will be 2-round wins
How do they lose that? I have to see the second kill, really.
Once again, it seems like Heretics trying to avoid those ults
like maybe a slow swing.
Can. And I think Benji Fishy has a decent idea there. Oh, I'm gonna guess.
Seems like no. Oh, he got him! Spring!
I mean, they still got a lot of money, but it might matter.
He is something else.
Wait until the last millisecond to make him think that he was safe, to think that he was going to survive, to hold on to the weapon.
I mean,
before he tears everything away from him.
It's a little rough from Rienz, considering that his teammates got along. Like he has to probably commit. That jump is.
Did that against Sentinels with a Sheriff. The clutch around. This one just breaks the site open. Even Spring's a little bit surprised there that he got that last kill.
It's a full-blown guess, and that means that Heretics are going to be sending the final timeout of this map. Once again, down by 3 rounds. Need 5 in a row if they want to avoid OT.
I think they got to start letting get some space for free, though, right?
Some tough decisions to make. You know, how are you going to change up
this comp shouldn't be able to just walk through door.
You're doing a great job locking out A. Now you got to find ways to stall and react a little bit better. Of course, there aren't going to be those same ults in play just quite yet for the side of Wolves, but in general, giving up a lot of space at Link really opened things up for the Wolves to make that execute. And for now,
it's literally
somebody.
It's so late.
Yeah, how much was left on that clock?
Oh. Pretty much all in on this one. Only a couple players.
Okay, now they get the attack op out as well.
You have to consider you
A
dropped
little bit
that
more
op over
proactive
as
from
well.
Heretics on this
Be a
one.
little bit
Smoke,
extra careful,
recon over
because you know
towards A
that's
main,
still
set
gonna
one
be in
up.
their hands. And why
His
use
nice
hand for
rifle
this
shoots the
round?
fade eye.
To utilize it still, though, is Woot. Hadrian's
We
clear
actually
the
get to see the
Haunt.
op off.
While you swinging, it's going to be at a disadvantage.
Nice shot.
Woot is able to go ahead and come away with the
It's a
kill.
great shot, to be honest.
4v5 now for Wolves. Needed if they want to get up to map point right here and now.
Seen some great positioning early in the rounds for Heretics, and that's a nice shot from Mini Boo.
Swing out, Juicy. Dead. Hunter Spirit from Rienz. Coming away absolutely
He's so good at that.
Baby going to be taken down. Lysor tagged to 70. Once again, I think Spring and Lysor just going to have to stay tucked together, find a safe place, and try to ride out these remaining 40 seconds.
Yeah, cool might have been to save already.
This is just on a knife's edge.
Close map, yeah,
Feels
it's really
like
close.
every time one of these teams might start to run away with things,
30
everyone's
seconds
able
left.
to punch back. The Wolves there going to scoop that op back up and try to fall back into some safety.
So they got on
Heretics could
defense.
maybe
I mean, they don't have the best
find
ults, so
some
you might see them go aggro A again, try to pick up this orb, get the
Don't steal
Astro
of their
early.
own if they wanted to go
That means they
hunting.
could
Boo's
pretty
got
much play the
plenty of
same
money.
setup, retake over
So he could
towards
be the
B,
one to
heavy, fight A,
Go a
heavy.
bit,
10
potentially.
seconds left.
But for now, it seems like they're content to stay, but just locking down mid there. I mean, this is, you were able to shut down Juicy from getting through towards B Link. Kind of one of those pain points
I think
from the
Heretics
previous
vetoed this
round.
to hide their
So things
Sunsets,
are getting
but
addressed here
thinking,
pretty
nah,
quickly.
I think they
Another
just
nice timeout
came
for
into this
Heretics.
event perma banning split, to be honest.
Absolutely effective.
Going down without a fight. It's a really nice vertical flick there from Woot. The necessary one, it feels like. But from there, the round just absolutely gets away
Down mid.
from Wolves. Quickly turns to chaos. They end up drowning in it.
Okay, Wolves not wanting him
Hang on to that op
to
at the
get
very
this
least.
orb, so they want to fight heavy over towards A as well.
Benji Fishy does have a neural
Smoke,
theft.
recon, as soon as recon gets shot, they're just going to back
Currently
out.
online. Boo went away from his, though. Could get a cosmic divide here in some fashion. I don't suspect the Tour de Force is going to
Okay,
be
well,
used
it
this
is a
round.
question
You
mark
never
on
know.
attack rated.
Stranger things. Still
Insta
holding
group
on
over
to
towards
Boo's
Mini
util.
Boo rifle.
Intent to try to see if this time
His
Heretics
TP is gonna
can be
go
a little
down.
bit more aggressive on that
Maybe
mid
as they
control,
peek.
but it is very
Yeah,
far
it's gonna
back.
do a
These
new one.
positions for Heretics are near their spawn.
Clear on the Prowler. Just gonna go ahead and take the gate crash as Star gets set up. There to block off the B access. Seems like that's going to be the call.
The
to
team's
rotate
perma-ban a
A
map.
here for
Could be
Wolves.
multiple things, man. It can be time.
Stomping across towards this
It gets a lot
A-site.
faster
Trip's
to
gonna be
just
set up on that
that,
arc exit over towards
You only have
stairs.
to focus on
Now
6
we've got
maps
Woot
instead of 7.
on a line
The
back
fact that
by
you don't like a
Flowers,
map.
staring into A main.
Like you don't have a good understanding on a map.
Heretics are trying
Every
to
map
make
plays pretty
decisions
different.
off
If you don't have a good
negative
understanding of it,
information.
you can just accept it.
I mean, they don't have
Save
much.
some time
They're gonna
again.
get a rude awakening here in a second.
In a tournament
On
where
the
like
push. Fake goes through, they'll confirm.
it's a whole meta
Fishy
reset, you
falling
gotta
off.
change
He's
6,
gonna
7
go in.
maps.
Fishy!
It's not the worst
Pushes
idea.
forward, mows down 2. Neural Theft now going to get the ping reveal here. Spring is desperately trying to break
Nice
through.
shot.
The repeat here from Woot is able to
Enemy
find it.
remaining.
Rienz takes down Lysor, and that leaves just YU left standing now. The time is just not going to be there for him.
I have the spike.
Spike is
10
picked up,
seconds
but
left.
it's just too
I
precarious a
didn't realize it
position
was a clone.
to try to make a
It's unlucky.
play.
Yeah, just save it at this
Instead,
point.
he'll just hold on to the operator. Or try to.
Oh,
As he falls down to
Oh,
59.
hold up.
The push coming through
Hold
from
up.
Boo off the flank, and
Yeah,
somehow
oh my
YU
God.
does not read that at all. Op lost.
Yeah, and they definitely
Tour
can't
de
get the
Force
op, but
behind,
he still has
but
chamber ult,
Heretics are one round away from tying things up.
Dude, Woot with this operator is so fearsome right now. And then Benji Fishy steps in. Needed to see some of those big plays from him, and he's Johnny on the
Enemy
spot.
remaining.
Gets the neural theft to boot. And then that is easy pickings for the rest of Team Heretics. They've got all the info they need to cut Wolves apart.
You want to play? Let's play.
Now he's up on the box here. This is such a cheeky angle.
Changing around the positions.
Good flash, though.
Flash able to confirm a
Another
bit.
ult though.
They
don't know about the trap.
Spot out on one of the more critical players here to try to
No way
identify
he shouldn't be
back
allowed to get a
behind
kill
the
here.
pillar. Juicy now exiting, sees him. He's just lingering here within the cage. Benji on the opposite side. Smoke's obfuscating all.
No way.
Finds you up, down onto one
No
push,
way.
Shorty out, lights are dead. Pops
That's
away
potentially
from
one of the
Tails
maddest
went
clips
back
ever.
up through B long. Repeats. Shot goes a little bit wide. Spring is able to collect one. Juicy back over at Halls.
Spike down B.
Finds the kills. It's just Mini Boo left.
Nicely
but
done from
Spring
Juicy on this one.
denied.
Dude, it's like a...
Chaos
that was
abound, but
crazy,
Wolves
man.
this time
The
driving
duelist
it
just went
as they get
above and
themselves
beyond.
up to map
I don't
point.
know how
That
it...
is
Hey, he
absolute
held so
madness
strong
there.
there with the op.
On a knife's
Woo.
edge. Some of those shots, if they just could have landed one way or another.
That
You know,
shot,
maybe
yeah,
it's
I would
that
love to see what would have happened in that
Op
shot.
onto Spring,
So the
and it
kills
could
on
be a
site would have
very
been pretty
different
similar.
round. It looked like he was just going to take this round over, switching into that blade.
Dude, not again.
Juicy stuck in the cyber cage,
No
and he still
way.
manages to outdo Benji Fishy there.
That's what actually went down?
Just
Dude, imagine being
another
Benji here.
off the back of that dimensional drift.
Okay, 2
Here
chances.
it
Oh,
would
big
seem.
force.
Looking for a fight here.
Whoa, bro, they
Over
forced
it,
through the
made.
smoke. His
And
teammate
YU
shoots...
comes
Wait, there was no
alive
recon here, right?
And sits them down.
Oh, they tried to force with no recon, man.
Frantically backpedaling the Prowler on the chase.
Oh.
The spot up on Orien's over by Art. The Thorns and Stairs, they hold him back. They
Oh
spray
boy,
him
they got a
dead
2v5.
through the smoke.
Well, the EMEA PAL record
As
continues.
the spike gets planted, Wolves absolutely crank up the pace here on the round. 2v4.
Who has his own ult?
Nightfall gets the connection.
And they're all playing off site. They have an Astrosuck, obviously,
And one
but
for the Wolves.
it's
Disconnected into main. Their own Cosmic Divide
I know.
going to be used. Wrap around coming through.
someone could literally sit right side though and
Shufet
here.
maybe trying to arrive over towards Art. The push
Yeah, they're
up
probably
coming
getting too much
through.
space for this. They
And
didn't know if they
they're
were on or
both
not.
shot dead.
Damn, nicely done from
13 to
Wolves.
10.
Double
Wolves
pistol, but they also
taking over
at least got
the map in this
ecos
elimination
in the
series.
second
They came
on
in
attack.
with a lot of confidence to start 4 rounds in a row.
Yeah, man, PAL
Since then,
PAL in
there was a lot
EMEA
of back and
doesn't go
forth, but that
great
start
ever.
was good enough to get them over the line on their map pick of Pearl.
Big glow